my art with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, roll through the cracks.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Set to kick off.
3 quarters. The NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Saquon Barkley.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
When I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw him to play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8. At the fight.
Here's 2nd and 8. He dumps it off to Barkley.
The 2nd down pass.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
3 brings up.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 6 yards.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Vikings nothing.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Good tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Number 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Dixon set to kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New York set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Game 7.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do?
It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
The first down pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense. What was that, man?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The penalty is declined.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
All level now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
All time.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Cole Hardman. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 3. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
29-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Rashard Higgins. Buda Baker there.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates his starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Not much there, only a yard.
1st down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Don't do us like that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll look to throw again. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He dumps it off to Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with time running out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second and 10 now from the 27. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it again with Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. Second down, here's Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, put this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Down Vikings.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for deep.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
The 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Mecole Hardman.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass. Intended for Mecole Hardman. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Today's final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota,
let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. People acting different, so I asked, can I? Hey.
Could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up?